Hello, friend. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to excel at your dream career? So whether you want to be a doctor, a robotics engineer, a lawyer, a teacher, or even a software developer, you must be great at pattern recognition. This shows you have the ability to critically think and solve a problem. In fact, to get some high-paying jobs, you'll be required to answer questions like these because employers want to know if you have the ability to recognize a problem and solve it. So when you come across word analogies like these, you are of course developing your critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Also developing a vocabulary. Now let's put these skills to test as we solve some word analogies. Are you ready? Let's begin. There are various types of word analogies, but we will look at 5 types today. Let's start with part to whole. When you see the word analogy, mango is to tree, you begin to think of the connection or relationship between a mango and a tree, right? You realize that the mango is part of a tree which is whole. So let's have mango is to tree as blank is to hand. So you ask yourself, what is part of a hand? Finger! Great! We have another example. Toe is to foot, as blank is to continent. Again, what is part of a continent? Country! Correct again. So country is the continent. You see, very easy. Now the next type is cause to effect. Remember, look for the parting in the words. We have spin is to dizzy, as read is to blank. Let's have some options. Is it electron, book, lettuce, or learn? Again, ask yourself, what is the relationship between spin and dizzy? When you spin, you get dizzy. So when you read, you learn, correct? The next word analogy type is synonym and antonym. Let's see an example of a synonym, which is a similar word to another. Funny is to humorous, as blank is to novice. Now is it kind, love, beginner, or fresh? Of course the answer is beginner because beginner and novice are synonyms. Let's try an example with an antonym, which is the opposite of the word. Now we have up is to down, as right is to left, correct? Let's try another example. Open is to close, as free is to dash. So ask yourself, what is the opposite of free? Unfree? No. Well, occupied is correct. The next type is function or purpose. Here, the pattern you would want to be looking out for is what something is used for or what the purpose is. So we have fire is to burn, as freezer is to freeze. So let's try these out. Broom is to sweep, correct. Paintbrush is to paint, of course, well done. And towel is to wipe. Excellent, my friend. Now get the hang of this. Now, you would guess the last analogy type on our list today. Remember, all you have to do is to check the pattern between the words. Let's go. Mountain is to tall. Water is to wet. Circle is to round. Sugar is too sweet. Desert is too dry. Now, what type of word analogy pattern is this? Let me give you options. Is it synonyms, examples, characteristics, or function? Characteristics, correct. The characteristics of a circle is that it is round in shape, a mountain is tall, and water, of course, is wet. Well done, my friend. Now remember, there are more types of word analogies which we'll be looking at in the coming lessons. Also recall that checking for patterns in a word analogy is one way to arrive at an answer. So, use what you've learned today to answer some interesting questions after this lesson. See you soon!